So Tim, I've heard that you take quite an extreme measure to prepare this room for the seasons. Would you like to tell me a bit more?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's extreme. I mean, it's not a big thing. It takes 2 days to repaint the room, and I repaint it for every single Easter and every single Christmas. And it does amazing things to the canvases, and it means you start changing the art around. It's been purple before, it's been French grey, it was atomic red at Christmas. Easter is all about kind of the different yellows and the different greens and, you know, nature and the kind of, you know, I guess the anticipation of summer.
And Tim, what does Easter mean to you personally or as a decorator?
You know, it's about sharing, you know, the family time, and I always love making a statement in my own home with that, because I think it's quite exciting to be able to surprise, you know, my family when they come in, and sometimes they don't even notice. But, you know, it's just, for me, just marking a moment, a season change.
Tim, could you please tell me about this incredible display here?
Again, you know, it's not something that I kind of worried too much about creating. It was running down to home base and looking at some of the kind of terracotta pots, which I would obviously never have a terracotta pot in here, but just painting them black so that it gives you kind of some kind of connection to the mantelpiece, and then being able to decorate the house in blossom, which lasts over kind of four or 5 days, and you can hang the Easter eggs and Easter kind of elements off it. And it creates a completely different mood. You now start getting places like John Lewis to be able to kind of sell these eggs. You can decorate them yourself. I got up really early and went down to Covent Garden Market, New Covent Garden Market. And again, you know, it's just seeing what's there.
This is your beautifully presented Easter breakfast table. What's important to you at the breakfast for Easter?
Food and chocolate. You know, I start off with going to Fortnum & Mason's, because for me that's always the moment in which you can find something that's quite unique in terms of chocolate. You know, the fact that they've got a Regency chocolate rabbit, that's for my starting point, and then, you know, working out how to kind of then play with all the rabbits around the table. And just some simple kind of daffodils with the idea of, you know, the hens, which come from a wonderful shop here in Clapham. It's just incredible that you can kind of just find things around locally that you just think are kind of just that little bit edgy and kind of, you know, fun.
And there's such abundance in the flowers, isn't there? That real spring, lavish spring abundance of colour.
But it's gorgeous when you go down to Covent Garden and you can just finding a whole selection of these very simple flowers and these kind of double-headed daffodils, and, you know, not just a few of them, but just to lace it with all kinds of different heights of flower and vases. And they keep going for 3 or 4 days, and that marks your moment, your Easter.
Of course. So Tim, you've brought Bertie, your nephew, in to paint some eggs with us.
I have, yes.
Bertie, is this a Gosling family tradition?
Yeah, about every time at Easter we would have this art lesson almost. Tim would show us all the colours and the different strokes to use, or different paintbrushes, when I simply thought it was just grab a paintbrush and just brush up and down. Tim's slightly a bit of a perfectionist.
It's fun though, isn't it?
It is, it's so much fun.
Tim, you seem to be taking this a bit more seriously than I am. What is a well-decorated egg in your view?
I wouldn't worry about it so much. I mean, I'm just, you know, without even realising it, you're kind of trying to use the paint direction of an egg and having fun with that kind of element to it. But, you know, it's also, you know, your equipment. So, and I get really weird about this, but there's some incredible paintbrushes. This is a kind of double one, so you could have the paintbrush section in the middle, and then you have another one that holds all the actual paint itself. And it's made out of sable, so you get the natural point to it. And when you have something like this, it's the kind of Rolls Royce of paintbrushes. It means that, you know, you'll have a better kind of product at the end of it. It's all about food, about being able to kind of lay up a table and sit here with my nephews when they come in and enjoy kind of a good breakfast. If you've got an idea, just take it all the way through. You know, it's not taken too seriously. Have lots of flowers. It's a wonderful thing to be able to just bring that back into your environment, into your home.